Michael Gerson is a former chief speechwriter for President George W. Bush. He also served as a senior policy advisor for President Bush and is currently a member of the One Campaign and the Center for Public Justice. He also writes opinion columns for the Washington Post. He's a high-ranking member of GOP leadership, and it's safe to say his power in Washington is deeply entrenched. In a recent article, he posed the question, what if the worst happens? What does this Republican elite fear? Obama's illegal infringement on the Second Amendment? The election of Hillary Clinton as president? No, according to his article, his fear is the nomination of either Senator Ted Cruz or frontrunner Donald Trump. He calls Ted Cruz a political disaster and an ideologue who only resonates with a small hard-right minority. He says he would lose and set the party back. And of Donald Trump, he says, quote, Trump would make the GOP the party of racial and religious exclusion, unquote. He says this in the context of Trump promising to secure America's southern border and stop the flow of Islamic migrants. Trump's proposals are in the best interest of American national security and the safety of the American people. Gerson is drowning in political correctness and unable to see this. He also writes, quote, the worst outcome for the party would be the nomination of Donald Trump. If Trump were the nominee, the GOP would cease to be, unquote. No, Gerson, the GOP is in trouble now. President Obama is causing more damage to the country with Republicans in charge of Congress, and he's doing it unopposed. Obama just received all of the funding he wanted for his foolish liberal causes, including the funding for Planned Parenthood. He's even been given more from McConnell, Boehner, and now Paul Ryan than he ever was from Pelosi and Reid. The surge of Donald Trump and Ted Cruz is the American people showing signs of frustration with the GOP. They're tired of the Republican Party failing to stand up for strong conservatism, and they're sick of not being represented in Congress. The outsiders are not the cause of the Republican Party in disarray. They are the response to it. Gerson obviously sees them as a threat to his elitist power and would rather lose the presidency and the nation than lose his power.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and donate at theraywarnershow.com.